Welcome back to day 3 of 7 days. So, before the episode begins, I have a concern. In the bottom of it, it says the choice is not yours this time. Your comrades will choose. So, I'm a bit concerned because of course Hilda and Argo are amazing, but I'm just a bit concerned because right now we don't have it with us. But but like but our friendship with Argo, it's okay, but it's at 35, so that's not the best. Where am I? Mom? I saw my mom in my dream last night. I'm thinking it was also a flashback to real life. Maybe that's why thinking about my mom makes me. Back then, my mom protected me, and I tried to save her. Yeah, I think I remember now. I had something to tell her. If I'm gonna do that, calm down. I need to stay calm if I'm gonna go back. Carell, are you crying? Whoa, when did I? It feels so real. Must have been pretty lifelike. What sort of dream was that? I think it was about my mom. I'm surprised you'd have dreams like that. It must have been a touching dream. My mom tried to shield me, but then he came along and I don't know if I'd call it that. Saving her. Maybe all I did was take out my anger on him and force my mom into jail. Oh, okay. So if you guys don't understand what's happening, first of all, you should watch the other parts, but somewhere, okay, here it is. So we find out, where do we find this out? We find out that, in here it says, whenever he was drunk, he would beat me. Then, a moment later, I heard my mom screaming when I came to. In my hands, there was a smoking gun. Terrified, I ran away. I wandered the alleyways, hiding from the law. The next day, I saw my mom on the TV. Under the headlines, murderer turns herself in. So her father was abusive, and then she killed him, and the mother took the blame, in case you're wondering what happened. Alright, please stop crying. I'll stop asking. Sorry. Oh, was I tearing up again? Alright. Enough about your dream. I had a dream too. I was just having fun hanging out with someone. Hanging out? How? So I was staying up all night drinking with a friend. Drinking? Oh, Hilda doesn't strike me as the type of person to drink. You've probably noticed, but I tend to talk a lot. But that friend, she'd sit and listen for a while and point out what it was I was trying to say. And I was like, what are you doing? And damn, she's good at the same time. And so, yeah, that happened. Well, it was actually a lot more fun than I made it sound. She must have been a good listener, that friend of yours. Yeah, exactly right. That's what I'm trying to say. I was happy someone was listening to everything I had to say. I think that's why I wasn't offended when she pointed out when I wasn't making any sense. We should probably get ready to leave now. Balam will find us if we stay in one place for too long. Okay, let's see. Is that a crow or something? Or just a tree branch? Okay. Argo, did you have a dream too? Yes, it seems the rules here dictate everyone must dream. It was a frustrating and boring dream as always. What sort of dream was it? I'd like to know too. You too? Now come on, tell us. Why was it boring? Alright then. I will tell you. I was training someone in my dream. We would train rigorously every day, or I would train that someone, in order to become a quicker and more skilled at a certain something. Perhaps assassination? I'm assuming you were the trainer. Yes, I was forcing them to train. Was it a hard time for you too, Argo? No, I remember it to have been a good time. I was surprised to find such enjoyment. Why was it a frustrating and boring dream then? Something terrible happened as a result of it, I think. Just trying to remember it makes my heart quake. I'm thinking something happened to your trainee. I have no memory of it, but I fear that was probably the case. I'm not as keen to remember that part of the story. Right, no point in digging up painful memories. Yes, I agree, but even now, when I've lost all memory, it aches in the corner of my heart, like I have a splinter stuck in there. You're afraid the pain's gonna grow if your memories come back to you? Hmm, seems like all I've done is stir up Argo's emotions. Anyways, you might not have noticed because Balam has been keeping us busy, but we are already on our third day. Yes, I have noticed. Have the two of you been thinking about your tasks? I haven't had the chance to think about it. What? Likability -3? What did I say? I don't believe you. Why don't you believe us? In the morning you seemed determined to be resurrected. Yet now you're telling me you haven't thought about your task? Okay, maybe you just caught us at a lie. Okay, yeah, you caught us at a lie. Ugh, me and my big mouth. I forgot how sharp Argo was. Yeah, I don't think I don't think about it either. I don't know what to say to that, Hilda. Phew, thanks, Hilda. So I guess Argo still isn't gonna tell us what his task is. But I guess that's the same for me. Well, no, technically you told us what your task was. I get it that we all have difficult tasks, but I'm sure it'll all work out in the end if we keep working together like we are now. I agree, some tasks can't be done alone. I agree too. Although we might have different tasks, staying together will be helpful. Now that you mention it, I feel we need to talk about our equipment, which is the key to complementing each of our tasks. Well, I didn't see that coming. Am I gonna have to talk about the compass? I'll go first. My shotgun only works when someone wants it to. If you think it's dangerous, all you need to do is not want me to shoot it. Yeah, me. I have to give someone a letter from my heart. But all I have in my bag are blank letters. Honestly, I have no idea what's gonna happen. Damn it. I guess there's no way out. Was this his plan all along? So, my compass. Do I tell the truth or my compass works in a moment of crisis, or my compass only works when there's someone dead nearby? Okay, so this is very important. I okay, as I've mentioned earlier, it's very important to have his trust and her trust. And but it's also important to be in a good relationship. So if they think that my compass isn't dangerous and that I won't be a danger to them, but no, I cannot lie. As I expected. You expected that? But it's going to be uncomfortable for us to stay together now that you know. All that matters is you've been honest with me. But it's unfair. You need to tell us what your task is too, Argo. I refuse. Are you afraid of me? Well, we are kind of in a death game. If that is the case, you can either drive me out or leave me. Hey, wait, we can't have that happen. We won't be able to stop Balam then. I'm against it, never. I'm impressed. He just flat out refused. Well then, I guess that's that. A compass that hungers for death? While your task bothers me slightly, I believe you're a trustworthy friend, Corel. I wish for you to stay with us. Me too. I want to see both me and Corel resurrected. I want the two of us to work together. Okay, so I have something to confess. I actually played this day before, but my thing did not save, so this is actually different dialogue than the one that I did, because I actually I had a lower friendship score. So I'm getting different dialogue. So I just want you all to know that I've been through all of this before, but now it's getting a bit different. I guess I've been worried for no reason then. Oh, do we want them to know that we're worried? No, I don't want them to know that we've been worried. Normally, this sort of thing calls for a toast, but we're all out of champagne. Oh man. Yeah, that's a nice excuse to knock one back. I know, right? What's this feeling? I think I'm about to remember something. Nah, forget it. I believe all three of us intend to band together, which brings me to my proposal. Proposal? Something we can all benefit from, I bet. Yes, I propose that we attack Balam. Instead of worrying about our individual problems, I would like to see us fight Balam, who is an enemy to us all, and build some trust among us. I'm not going to say no to that, and I don't think Hilda really is going to care. But what's in it for Argo? Ooh, okay. So I think that Argo, his target, like he has to kill someone, but I think his target is either Corel or Balam, and currently there are two unknown characters, but for now, the characters that we do know, I don't think it's Hilda. I think it's either Balam or the player. I'm on board. She's on board already? I want us to be close and help each other as a team. That is right. I would like us to become a closely knit team. Is that what you want, Argo? Or, you're quite the romantic, Argo. I wouldn't have expected it from the way you look. -2. My apologies. That was quite an awkward moment. I can tell from his awkward reaction there's something else he wants. Anyways, I'm on the same team as Argo and Hilda. They do have their quirks, but at the end of the day, they're my team. Once again, it's great to have you two on board. I feel the same way. I hope we become a great team. Okay, so this is actually different. It's a different picture. So I feel like I kind of cheated because I wasn't supposed to get this. I was supposed to get something else, but my thing didn't work. Whatever. I guess it's not that big of a deal. Oh, so this mysterious figure, he helped. Oh, wait. This mysterious figure helped her do something bad, and now they're Okay, I think he scolded me for killing people. I wasn't supposed to, but they weren't any different. They'd also had a part in killing the women and kids. I know killing isn't anything to be proud of, but you might as well have a sense of justice if you're gonna do it anyway, is what I said, but he wasn't having any of it. I guess I'm not supposed to pretend I'm some sort of hero. I should be more professional. The usual. But I get it that he's just looking out for me. Okay. Now, we're not doing day 4 just yet, but I wanted. Okay. Oh, okay. I wanted to show you guys the other ending. So, this is the ending that we got, the patron's concerns. But the other ending that I originally got was the patron's praise. And so, this is what I was talking about earlier. It looks like they're doing something bad. The boss was happy to see me. I was only supposed to take one of them out, but I'd killed 10 of them and made it back to tell the story. Honestly, the only reason they put a kid like me on such a big job is because they didn't care whether I made it out alive or not. It was supposed to be a terrorist attack, the kind that strikes fear in the enemy whether or not you blow yourself up afterwards. But he didn't raise me to be expendable like that, though, and our enemies, which we were just supposed to scare, were wiped out. I heard the boss was really pleased with him for that. It was a good day. So that one is the one that we could have gotten, and I originally got that one, which I'm a bit sad that we didn't get this one because this one looks good, but this one looks this the patron's concern makes it seem like sadder than the patron's praise, but it's whatever. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Anyway, I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye for now.